Third G Mysticism and Spirituality coming at you guys live. Facebook, hello. YouTube, hello. Instagram, TikTok, everybody joining me tonight. I just want to go ahead and say thank you guys for tuning in. Go ahead and hit the like, share, and subscribe so you can get my latest video. Also, email me if you guys have any questions. Email me. I answer questions. The email is thirdgmysticism@gmail.com. Also, you can donate if you want some spells or you need to get over some stuff, mental illness, anxiety, love, money. You can donate to $3G Mysticism, and you donate and I can give you a spell that can help relieve some of your issues. All right? So again, I'm going to give everybody time to kind of come in and enjoy the ride. All right, you guys? So I did get a couple emails just by the way. So we will be answering questions concerning that. I will be going over what shadow work is and different things that people need to work on to better understand themselves and spirituality, right? It doesn't matter what your faith is. It doesn't matter what you believe or don't believe. This can work from everyone, from Christianity all the way down to Satanism, if you want to call it that. So just buckle your seatbelts. Let's join the ride, you guys. You guys, a couple more moments to join me. Come on in, you guys. I see you. Hello. I'm going to do a tarot reading at the end. It's just going to be a one-card pull for the, for today, for tonight, for this evening, what we can look forward to. So we've got a good show today, okay, you guys? We got a really good show today. All right, so thank you, Muhammad. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, everybody tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe, and the notification button so that when I come out with my new videos, you guys can get it, because this is a real big deal. This is going to help you out spiritually. It's going to be your guidance. If you have questions, I'm here and available for you to ask. Again, that's thirdgmysticism@gmail.com. I also have a webpage. It's Third G Mysticism at GoDaddy right now. And so we're just going to jump in, all right? All right, so let's get into it. Again, my name is Michaela G. I'm bringing in Third G Mysticism. Basically, I believe in all spirituality. I don't discriminate and I don't judge, okay? So if you are a Christian, you are welcome here. If you are a soothsayer, you are welcome here. If you are a caster, you are welcome here. Because I myself do all of the above. I study Eastern and Western mythology and astrology. I also do left hand and right hand work. So you guys, come on. I got some lessons that I want to show you guys. You know what I'm saying? I want to get you guys caught up. I want to get you guys, on the same level. If you're on a spiritual path that you're trying to learn, hey, that's great. We can do this together. I don't have a problem with showing you. Okay. So is there anything, you guys got going on this week? Is there anything? How's everybody doing? You guys doing good? Email me and let me know. And if you guys can actually, if you're on Facebook, you can actually have a question. Go ahead and post it and it'll show up. And I can answer it, if you are on YouTube or anything else. TikTok, just let me know what you have to say and I will answer it. And then also, again, just hit the notification button so that you can know when my newest video is coming. Okay? Great. So, I'm going to get down to it. I'm going to get to the first question. And it comes from Jocelyn Vesquez, I believe. So, thank you, Jocelyn, for emailing me. I appreciate your donation. And basically what your question is, a spell for someone to get their karma faster. Women in your office are trying to sabotage you and a friend of yours. Everyday, harassment and drama. You guys are going through a lot. You guys just want to go home, do your jobs. You guys don't want to have problems with anybody, and I understand how that can be. I used to go to work every day with a positive attitude, you know what I mean? Just try to be uplifting, help people. And it's like you've got these negative energies, negative vampires, negative Nancys, and they're there, and as soon as they see that you're in a good mood, they want to try to take that from you, and they want to make you feel like they feel. Those are energy vampires. You've got to cut those people off. Regardless to how you do it, you've got to cut them off. Now, I will tell you this. There is a couple spells you can use. I'm not sure if you got it, but I emailed you, Miss Vasquez. So use the freeze spell, okay? The freezer spell is really awesome because it is not a hex. It is not going to hurt her in any way. However, it will stop her from hurting you or your friends or saying anything negative. Also, on top of the spell that I did send to you, thank you again, like I said, for that donation. On top of the spell that I sent to you, I also want to let you guys know out there that there are a couple crystals that you can use at work to make it less stressful, so abundance and, a credibility could be added to you. So your boss may see some sparks in you, developments in you that are better than other folks. The Labradorite is really good at connecting. The Labradorite is really good at connecting the dots, figuring things out. Use black tourmaline for protection. Black tourmaline is very, very powerful. It's a very good stone to protect yourself and your coworker. So keep that in mind. On top of the spell that I gave you, I'm also gonna advise that you send the obsidian. I'm sorry, I have a horrible. I'm horrible at pronunciation, but the obsidian, it's the black one. It's spelled Obsidian. That one is a truth teller, okay? It's a truth teller. It will make anybody around you, including yourself, tell the truth. So if they're going around starting issues, keeping up drama, keeping stuff going at the workplace, do the spell that I sent to you, but also carry these stones because they will protect you on a regular basis. They will send that negative energy back to that person or to someone else. So never feel like you have to be in a situation where someone can bully you and you don't have a choice, because those very crystals are very positive. And just to let you know, the amethyst, which is purple, okay, is a very relaxation crystal. It will help you to relax. It will help you to stay stress-free. Breathe in your nose, out of your mouth. And you also want to do those kind of techniques to deal with the unfortunate, right? Because we're always going to have people that we do not want to be, deal with. Like, I have people, I'm like, ugh. They're like, oh, you're you practice magic and spirituality, and they think that I'm supposed to be like this level person. I'm never supposed to like get an attitude. I'm always supposed to be like, oh, and I'm like opposite, like, because I can see when BS is coming. You know what I'm saying? You ever been that type of person you can tell when BS is on the way and you can smell it, and you like, I ain't trying to be a part of that life. That's what they're trying to get you a part of. And I'm glad that you and your girl staying out of it. Use the spell that I sent to you, the freezer spell, and freeze them where they stand. But also carry some stones with you at work that'll ease your mind and your stress, okay? And it'll also offer protection for people who don't want to be a part of it. And actually, what you could end up doing with that being said is clean the entire office out, right, of negative energy. And no one would have to deal with that problem, okay? So, just keep that in mind when you go into work. Stay positive. Don't let them win. Use the spell. Always think positive. Always think past tense, that it's already happened. So once you do the spell, as of anything else, act like your day is normal. Go on with your everyday life. Please do not do the spell and go to work expecting, this isn't a movie. This isn't Charmed. This isn't, a TV show. So I just want to be honest with you. It definitely will work, but it does take time, okay? So don't look for over the night, fixes. But it definitely probably be fixed within the next 3 days, 3 to 7 days, depending on when you do your spell, okay? And how much you believe in your work, okay? You have to believe in your work for it to work, okay? That's why it's called working. It's called working because you're working it. But I hope everything works out for you. Let me just say this, because a lot of people write to me and they talk to me and they want curses and hexes and they want to curse people and they want to hex people. I do not agree with that. Now, that's called left hand work. But the thing with left hand work and right hand work is it has to balance out. So if you're trying to hex someone because you're not getting your way, or because, whatever reason, that's a selfish reason. That's not a reason. And it won't go over good in the universe. And actually what ends up happening is it comes back to you negatively. Okay? So when you write to me and ask me for spiritual guidance and spiritual spells, make sure we're talking about the root of everything. Okay? So if you're a side chick and you're trying to get a husband to leave his wife, that's not balanced out. And before I practice or do any type of spell work, left hand or right hand, I do ask and consult with the universe of which I believe and energies of which what I believe. As should most of you who practice, you should always consult your deity, your spiritual guide, your, God, if that's what you call him. But you should always consort with the spirit that you work with before you take on any type of spell, before you do anything, because balance is the most important asset when it comes to magic, besides your intention. Your intention is the most important thing when casting. So when you cast, remember, be specific. You don't want to cross hairs. You don't want it to come back on you. And you definitely don't want to do anything to someone that is going to be, vindictive, right? You don't want to hurt anybody. You just want to fix your problem. Therefore, if you were to write me because, your husband is having an affair, then I could fix that for you. But if you're the side chick and you're wanting me to have him to leave his wife, then that's something that I would have to consort with my spirits, because I feel that that is not balanced. It needs to be balanced. So just remember, when you are working, when you are praying to it, whether it's God, whether it's whoever, okay? A lot of people choose Hecate. A lot of people choose Mama Wadi. A lot of people choose a lot of different spirits. What I'm saying to you is it doesn't matter what spirit you choose to be your savior or your work with, your deity, your spirit animal, your spirit guide, whatever you choose, you need to build a relationship with that person or that entity, that energy, and then you need to be able to listen, okay? And you need to be able to form a relationship. And those energies will work for you, okay? Now, that's my advice when it comes to hexing and things like that. So, do I believe in left-hand work? I do, if it is balanced and if it makes sense. And if I get a go-ahead from the deities and the spirit guides that I work with, then I will. But if I do not, then I will not. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. This is for everyone. This is not just for casters. This is not just for witches, warlocks. This is for all spiritual guides. This is for all spiritual walks of life. If you have any questions, I am definitely certified to answer them. So anyways, thank you guys for tuning in again. Don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe. The next question I got was from Claudia. And Claudia, her question was, what is shadow work? And how does she do it? And where do I get started? Okay, so you guys, for real, shadow work is the most important thing in magic. In the spirit, period. Like, straight up. Because you have a lot of things about yourself that you ain't comfortable with. You got a lot of things about yourself that you lie about. You have a lot of things about yourself that you may not even know because you haven't taken the time out to really get to know you. Okay? A lot of us want to be politically correct. A lot of us want to do the right thing and say we don't steal, we don't lie, we don't, I would never murder anybody, and, I would never talk about that person's kid, or, all these things that we would never do. But on the inside, right, the things that we won't admit, the things that we don't even want to admit to ourselves, that's shadow work. That's figuring out what happened to you. Why do you feel the way that you feel? Why are these emotions taking place in your life? Why are you so mad at someone if they want to wear Daisy Dukes and you don't wear Daisy Dukes? Why are you mad at somebody who wear makeup if you don't wear makeup? Why are you mad at somebody who black because you ain't black, or who's white because you're not white, or how they wear their hair? Or that's shadow work. Because for every single thing that you pick out about someone else that you don't like is a mirror image. And it's pointing right back at you. And it's fact. All right? So I had to do shadow work, and you do shadow work. It's never over, right? It's like a relationship with yourself, okay? Once you do it the first time, then you have to redo it because it's other things that you've missed the first time. Have you guys ever read a book, and the first time you read the book, you got one meaning out of it, and then you read it again and you get a whole different meaning out of it? That's because you've grown. That's because you've gotten the knowledge that you needed, okay? And once you get that knowledge and you do that correction, then when you read that same book again, things don't mean the same because you have a different understanding, because you've evolved at this point, okay? So when you're dealing with shadow work, you've got to get the places where you don't want to touch. You got to get the places that even you yourself are ashamed of. You know what I mean? Your skeletons. That's all the skeletons in your closet. You can't be pointing at everybody. Oh, mom, this happened to me when I was a kid, and then that happened to me, and pointing out all these different things that happened to us as a kid, and we just want to, that's why we have drug addicts. I'm a recovering drug addict. Anybody else? Anybody else? I've been clean, but I'm just saying, before I wasn't always clean. I had issues with myself. I had things going on that I didn't understand. If you're molested, you've been raped, you got different things that you're hiding from. You got feelings that you hide from. You didn't have parents, you have things that you're hiding from. You have things that you're not trying to show. And so when you have those issues that you have not worked on, you have shadow work. This is going to determine how your magic turns out, your intentions. This is everything. Okay? And I know, right? It's like, okay, shadow work, what is that? That's still not telling me anything. Listen, I've got some shadow work prompts. If you guys want them, I can send them to you. Hit me up at thirdgmysticism@gmail.com. And I've got some prompts for you if you want shadow work. Claudia, this is for you, baby. I sent you the prompts for shadow work, so you should have it. If you answer all 10 of those questions are a start to uncovering everything that you've been covering up inside of you. Listen to Spirit, because Spirit is going to guide you. It's not going to leave you. It's not. And it's going to lead you right to where you need to be. You don't need me to tell you what to believe in. You don't need me to tell you who to believe in. But you do need direction. So while you're on your journey, do the shadow work, because it's not going to help anybody else but you. Okay? Now, I know you're like, oh my gosh, shadow work, that sounds like a lot of work. And it is. It is. It took me a whole year, y'all. It took me a whole year to do shadow work, because I was being real with myself. I couldn't lie to myself. If I lied to myself, then I wasn't doing real work. I was trying to sweep it up underneath the rug so that I can make it seem like I had everything figured out. And then when you're a spiritual person and you meditate, and people know that you have all these gifts, and people know that you can do all these things, they come at you with all their problems because they want to answer. But I am not that person. I am not a psychic. I cannot make myself do it. It does it on its own. The things that I can control are things that I have studied, are things that I have, read on for years. So don't think, because if you don't get it the first time or the second time, you're going to get it. Try. Meditate. Work on your heart chakra. Your heart chakra is going to open up your heart. It is going to help you to resolve issues that you're having while you're doing your shadow work. Because see, while your shadow work is uncovering all these things about yourself that you may or may not like, your heart chakra is closed and every other part of you is closed. And so you have to open that part up. You have to be able to receive the positivity about yourself. You have to be able to forgive yourself and others without an apology. Understand? It's about you. It's not about anybody else. Shadow work is strictly about you. All right. So this is my advice. If you're going to do shadow work, Claudia, and anybody else out there, again, email me at 3rd Mysticism and I will send you the 10 prompts to start your shadow work, okay? These 10 prompts are going to take you so far that you wouldn't even believe it. It took me so far and it took me so long, but you know what? It was well worth it because I understood where my issues were. I understood why I didn't understand things the way that other people understood it. I understood why I felt entitled. I understood why I was so mad and bitter. And when my husband cheated on me, I understood why I felt like he should pay for every single day of his life. I didn't let it go because those are things that were affecting me every day that I slept on, that I didn't want to share with the world because I wasn't politically correct. Because I am told to live every day because I have to be a queen and I have to be all this and I have to show up. And I was faking, y'all. I was fake showing up. And I was pretending like I did the shadow work, and I was pretending like I understood why everybody dogged me out, and I was pretending like I understood and I didn't care, because you develop an I don't care attitude. Once you don't understand, you don't care no more. My first advice to you is to review your childhood. What happened? How was your childhood? Did you have parents? I didn't. Did you have abuse? Child abuse? Child neglect? Look at these things. This is what you must do to do good magic. This is what you must do for your magic to work out for you. You have to understand. You are a creator. And if you create, you have to have a balance. And you have to understand that. And for you to understand balance and right and wrong, you have got to understand shadow work. You have got to understand what makes you tick. What makes you make yourself, them triggers. You guys know what triggers are? It's like when somebody makes you mad. It's like when I was in rehab, right? And I was addicted to pills. It was like they're like, stay away from your triggers. Stay away from your triggers because they make you use, right? They're going to get you high. If somebody come in here right now and make you mad and you're an addict, it's going to trigger you to go use. Or if like you hear pill bottles and you was addicted to pills back in the day, you hear pill bottles, you start that thought, that trigger. It starts something in your brain. It gets you going. It starts to make you remember that high. Just because you heard the pills, and it could be a leaf. It don't have to be nothing. It could be a leaf. But it's a trigger. For shadow work, you got to trigger yourself. Have a good support, but you got to trigger yourself. You got to figure it out. You can't be scared. You can't be scared of it because fear stops us from a lot of things, including spiritual growth, you guys. Fear stops a lot of spiritual growth. The second thing I would do is become aware of my shadow, your shadow. Does anybody notice their shadow? Have you ever taken time to really see if you had one? When we were kids, we did it. But I haven't looked at my shadow or even paid attention to if I had one probably in years. I assume that it's supposed to be there. I think it's there. But as you get older, you start to worry about other things. And other things start to cloud your judgment. And once we become aware of our shadow, you will become aware of the darkness within that shadow. And we all, no matter how pure we want to be, no matter how saved you want to be, no matter how long you've been practicing magic, no matter how long you've been practicing any belief, you are. Every saint was a sinner, okay? Or every saint has a past, and every sinner has a future. Better yet, there you go. See, nobody's perfect. That's the thing. That's why you got pastors molesting kids. That's why you got priests doing what they're doing. That's why the church is quiet. They don't speak up. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. But shadow work is going to take care of that. That's where shadow work comes in at. You got to be able to look at the truth. You got to look at why it is the truth. Not because you say it's the truth, but because it really is just the truth. We are all bad people on the inside, and we all are good people on the inside. We have the ability to choose. And who you feed is who you become. If you want to be a negative side of things, then you're going to be the negative. And you're always going to believe negatively. And you're always going to speak negatively. These are the people that say, I can't. It'll never happen for me. I'll never do anything. I don't know. Those are the people that need to change their mind. You have to speak things into existence. You have to speak it as it is so. And you have to believe it. I'm tired of people going around talking about, oh, this, that, the other. It's not working for me. And how come it's happening for my best friend, but it's not happening it's happening for your best friend because your best friend's not thinking like you. Your best friend thinks that she's supposed to have it. You think you're not. So you won't. Because you put that in the energy. You put that in the universe. You put it out there. It came out of your mouth. You said it. You cursed your own self. Shadow work is that important, people. Shadow work is that important because it's going to change your mind. It's going to give you your power back. You guys are looking to things for power, and it's inside of you. You share energy with these things. Believe it or not, it's all energy. You, me, the trees, the tables, all of it. But until we change our mind about the power that we possess, about who we are, about what we're capable of doing, and admitting that we are all not perfect people, we are all bad and good. We all have bad and good in us. Every last one of us. I don't care if you are a pastor. I don't care if you are a minister. I don't care if you are honey, if you don't have nothing bad about you, get on up here and post something and tell me that you 100. Because even when I didn't want to be a bad person and I wasn't doing it intentionally, I still was a bad person at times. I'd be a liar to sit here and tell you and all y'all watching that I was perfect, that I never hurt nobody's feelings, that I never lied to nobody, that I never stole from nobody. I will be a lie to say that. You have to learn. And the only way to learn is by doing or watching somebody else mess up. And if you look at somebody else's mistake and you can learn from that, then you a bad MG. Because I'm going to tell you what, a lot of us hard-headed. We got to go through it ourselves. I was that. That was me. I had to go through it myself. Shadow work is important. If you're going to be doing any type of praying for anybody, if you're going to do any type of spell work, conjure work, whatever you want to call it, you need to have yourself worked on. And not worked on by nobody but you and who you trust. Because people are trying to use something against you. They're mere humans, honey. They're mere humans looking for opportunity. And until we all do shadow work and acknowledge who we are, good and bad and indifferent, and accept it and don't pass judgment on yourself for having that bad characteristic, it's a part of you. It's a part of you. Don't be ashamed of yourself. Don't be ashamed of parts of you. You guys, I just want to be real with y'all because, we look up to all these stars like they're perfect. We look up to all these people on TV like they're perfect. They got millions of dollars to do everything they're doing. These women don't take care of their kids. They're not sitting at home taking care of their kids. They have nannies for that. Be realistic when you look at yourself in the mirror. Give yourself credit. Stop looking up to these rappers and these actors and these people that are not living a realistic life. COVID ain't affecting them. Do your shadow work. You're human. Figure it out. Go to therapy if you have to do your shadow work. Whatever you have to do, get it done so you can be a better you. So when you are praying for people, it's going to work out right. So when you are casting left hand, right hand, when you're doing your spirituality, it's going to work out right. There's no confusion. You know your intention. You know what you come for. You know what you're speaking into existence. You know what you bring into life. You know how to protect yourself. You know how to protect each other. Y'all praying for stuff, that you can bring and do yourself. We're not weak humans. We are half gods. It says so in the dang on Bible, the Christian Bible at least. And I know most of y'all believe that because none of y'all don't want to be the less. And no, I am not saying that Christians are above any other spirituality. What I am saying is that you are mere gods. You can speak it into existence. You can speak it into existence and it happens. You can. I've done it. I've conjured up a lot of things. I read tarot. I see without tarot. I have sight. I can hear without having any help. This is not for play. This is not for play. This is not anything but for me to help. Now, once you get your shadow work done, once you become real with yourself, you can look at reality for what it is, and you can see the truth. You will be able to, determine what's good for you and what's not good for you. In this point, you should develop something I'd like to call discernment. Discernment, where's that lighter? Discernment is very good to have because it helps you when it comes to making decisions. And we all need help when it comes to making decisions by the Spirit, okay? When you don't hear it, you have a gut. I'm just going to tell you this. You have a gut. And in your gut, if you're not supposed to do something, or if you are, you'll know. Your body will speak to you. Your body will let you know if something is off. Trust yourself. Believe in yourself. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. Believe in yourself. Trust that you've got the right information. Study. Study and show yourself approved and make sure that nobody can tell you anything. If they do, go look for it. Don't just take my word for it. Go look for it. So Claudia, that's what shadow work is. If anybody joining the broadcast right now wants a list of prompts 1 through 10 for shadow work and how to work on it, go ahead and email thirdgmysticism@gmail.com, and I will give and send each and every last one of you guys prompts so that you can work on it. It's that serious. It's that important that you get it done. Because until you do, you will never know what you can do and who you really are. All right? So enough of that. I know I got a little bit deep. I'm sorry. All right, you guys. So check it. Speaking of all this craziness, I'm past the whole thing. Do your shadow work. I'm going to ask y'all. I'm telling you. So don't play with me. But listen, I got this. I found this ritual. Really easy. Don't have to have much. You don't have to summon anybody. You don't have to do anything like that. This is just general spirituality. It's not a specific religion. I'm not underneath a specific religion. I'm just spiritual. I do work. I do cast. I do left hand and right hand, as you guys well have heard. So, but this is a spell for stress. Okay? So this is what you're going to need. All right? You're going to need a piece of light blue paper, dark blue pen, lavender essential oil. Girl, hey, you guys, just to let you know, the essential oils, some of them can be found at Walmart now. I know, it's hard to find all these things, but they're coming. They're coming. And I've got a store too. I make oils. I make all these things that you guys might need. So if you want some stuff, look at my website, you guys. All right, it's called 3rd G Mysticism. But if you need any of these items, let me know. I do spells and tarot readings and everything. So just let me know if you need anything. But lavender essential oil, we need chamomile tea, a glass bottle, and sea salt. Okay? Now, as I just told you, with magic, everything is intention. Okay? So, what I need you to do is on that light blue piece of paper, with that blue pen, I need you to write down a word that makes you think of relaxation, tranquility, anything that makes you think of peace, okay? After you think of peace or whatever word you want to use, you need to go ahead and brew you a cup of tea, chamomile tea, all right? Let it cool. Place it in a jar, all right? Got it? Okay. After you place it in a jar, fold your intention, because it is a positive intention, because it is something that you want to come true. You fold it towards you, okay? Now, if it was something negative or something that like a curse or a left hand, you would fold it away from you. So remember, fold it towards you. Place the jar and the intention underneath your windowsill, okay? Under the moon, okay? Let it sit there 24 hours. Don't forget to add the sea salt in it. Don't forget to add all the ingredients together, okay, in the jar, okay? Let it sit there till in the morning. Once it comes out, pour it in your bath, okay? Let me know what you guys think. It's going to relieve the stress. It is a beautiful thing. It's powerful. You can almost feel it come out as you get in. But it's simple. It doesn't require much. Go ahead and try that and let you guys let me know what you think. Again, email me. Okay? Email me and let me know what these spells feel like to y'all. You know what I'm saying? If you got some questions, let me know. Email me. I love to do questions. I do live readings. You guys want a live reading? Email me or go to my website. You can schedule an appointment. There's a lot of different things that I'm willing to help with. There's a lot of different things that I do. All I want you guys to know is that life is so much easier than we make it. We make it harder than it needs to be. Love yourself and have tolerance for one another and patience for one another as we grow on this journey. Now, I will be doing a live spell, okay? A live spell. If you want to be added to the spell for love, okay? Tonight is a spell of love. If you want to be added, self-love, relationship love, family love, any type of love that you need, that you may be lacking, email 3rgmysticism@gmail.com and send me those requests, and I will add you to my live tonight. Join me and see how this works, okay, you guys? Also, don't forget to hit the like, share, and the notification button so that you guys can get my latest videos. I appreciate you guys for joining me tonight. I appreciate you guys for your input. Thank you, Jocelyn, and you guys have a great day. Blessed be.